We have been honoring heroes, and so it's fitting that to share the story of our next honorees, we welcome Superman himself, Mr. Cain. Dean, come out and do the honors, would you please?
Thank you, Paul. And as he said, I played Superman. I realize how absolutely ridiculous that sounds in our present company. The irony is not lost on me. So needless to say, I'm extremely honored and humbled to be here. Far too often, the partner of valor is sacrifice. It's a reality that each American in combat is prepared to face, as it was on June 28th, 2005 in the rugged mountains of eastern Afghanistan. A four-man team of U.S. Navy SEALs under the command of Lieutenant Michael P. Murphy were inserted into a tree-covered mountainside, tasked with identifying the location of a high-value Taliban leader. Joining Lieutenant Murphy was Colorado native Danny Dietz, Californian Matthew Axelson, and a Texan, Marcus Luttrell. As the SEALs observed the enemy base, Afghan goat herders stumbled onto their position. These civilians were clearly Taliban sympathizers who, if released, would alert the enemy, who easily outnumbered and outgunned the four SEALs. But the rules of engagement required the civilians not be harmed. Fully aware of the consequences, Lieutenant Murphy rightfully ordered them released. The mission compromised, the SEALs moved to a defensive position, hoping to be evacuated while preparing for the inevitable enemy attack. It came within the hour. A heavily armed enemy force descended on the SEALs' position. The fighting was fierce. All four men were wounded, the situation desperate, and Lieutenant Murphy knew it. Disregarding his own safety, he made his way into the open to get a clear signal to call for help for his men. Completely exposed, he took a shot to the back, yet he refused to yield, and he continued his call. Once secure that help was on the way, he closed with two words: thank you. Back at base, Lieutenant Commander Eric Christensen, a senior commander in SEAL Team 10, prepared a quick reaction force to relieve Murphy's team. 8 SEALs and 8 Army Night Stalkers boarded their Chinook helicopter, dubbed Turbine 33, and raced toward battle. As it approached, the enemy fired a rocket-propelled grenade, destroying the helicopter and killing all 16 men aboard. On the ground, alone and almost out of ammunition, Murphy, Axelson, Dietz, and Luttrell fought on. Luttrell was blasted over a ridge by an explosion and knocked unconscious, while one by one, his brothers fell. Marcus Luttrell was later found and protected by friendly Afghans and became the lone survivor of Operation Red Wings. His 19 American comrades were killed in action. The operation was the largest loss of life for Navy special warfare since the Normandy invasion of World War II. A few weeks following the battle, U.S. troops reached the wreckage of the Chinook. Among the remains, a ranger found a dog tag bearing the Army's warrior ethos. I will always place the mission first. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen comrade. The spirit of the warrior ethos has never been lived more fully than by the fallen heroes of Operation Red Wings. They would not accept defeat. They would not quit. And through their dedication to their mission and to each other, they have ensured that they will never leave our memories. Tonight we are honored and humbled to present this year's Michael P. Murphy Award to the fallen heroes of Operation Red Wings in memory of the valor each displayed in their sacrifice. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in welcoming the family members of the fallen, representing the 19 U.S. Navy SEALs and Army Night Stalkers lost during Operation Red Wings, June 28, 2005.